There are moments in life when something inside you changes quietly without warning. You can't explain it, you can't point to a reason, but your soul feels different, softer, lighter, as if a weight you carried for years has finally loosened its grip. Ibn Arabi said that when Allah forgives a servant, He does not start with their actions. He starts with their heart. He changes the taste of things. He changes the direction of your thoughts. He changes your reactions before you even realize it. So if these shifts have begun inside you, if sins suddenly feel bitter, if peace appears in moments that used to break you, if your heart is being pulled toward Allah without force, then understand something rare and extraordinary. You are not watching this video by mistake. Your soul was guided here because Allah has already begun forgiving you in the unseen. And what is happening inside you is the proof. The sin you once enjoyed suddenly loses its taste. There comes a strange moment in a person's life when the sin that once felt enjoyable suddenly loses its power. You don't even know when it happened, but you notice it one day. The same action you used to look forward to no longer feels the same. The excitement is gone. The pleasure is gone. The rush is gone. You try to return to it, maybe out of habit, maybe out of weakness, maybe because your mind still remembers it, but your heart doesn't respond the way it used to. Something inside you feels uncomfortable. Something feels off. You feel like you don't belong there anymore. You don't feel satisfied afterward. You don't feel happy. You don't feel at peace. Instead, you feel empty. You feel disconnected. You feel like your soul is gently refusing to accept what your body is still used to doing. And this change is not because you suddenly became strong. It's not because you became disciplined overnight. It's not because you forced yourself to change. This is something much deeper. It is Allah pulling you away from what harms you. It is Allah removing the sweetness of the sin from your heart so that you can finally see its true nature. It is Allah showing you that your soul has already begun to heal, even if your habits are still catching up. People think forgiveness begins when you stop sinning, but sometimes forgiveness begins when the sin stops controlling your heart. When Allah forgives someone, He does not just erase the sin, He erases the desire for it. He takes away the pleasure from it so your soul can breathe again. If this is happening to you, understand something very beautiful. Your heart has already been touched by mercy. Allah has already accepted you. Your soul is no longer comfortable in the places where it used to drown. A forgiven soul cannot enjoy what harms it. Allah protects you from harm you never even saw coming. Sometimes you don't realize how much Allah is protecting you until you look back. You think everything in your life is ordinary, but if you look a little closer, you'll notice moments where something harmful was coming toward you, and suddenly it stopped. A problem that should have become big somehow disappeared. A danger that was supposed to reach you somehow slipped away. Maybe you were about to trust someone, but their real face showed at the perfect time. Maybe you were walking into a mistake, but something held you back. Maybe you were about to lose something important, but the situation changed in the last moment. You don't know how it happened, but it did. And it happened without your effort, without your planning, without your awareness. This kind of protection doesn't come from luck. It doesn't come from chance. It doesn't come from your intelligence. It comes from Allah quietly guarding you in the background of your life. When Allah forgives someone, He doesn't just forgive their past. He begins protecting their future. He shields you from people you don't know are harmful. He blocks paths you don't know are dangerous. He closes doors you don't realize would have destroyed you. You might only see the surface, but Allah sees everything coming from every direction, and He removes the harm before it reaches you. There are battles you never had to fight because Allah fought them for you. There are traps you never fell into because Allah lifted you before you stepped inside. There are tears you never cried because Allah ended the pain before it even touched your heart. And the most beautiful part is this: He does all of this silently. No announcement, no signboard. no warning, just pure mercy working behind the scenes. This hidden protection is not random. It is one of the clearest signs that Allah has already forgiven you. Because when Allah accepts a servant, He begins to guard them in ways the servant may never fully understand. Invisible protection is a sign of invisible forgiveness. Your heart becomes soft in moments that should have broken you. There are times in life when you face something that should have completely broken you. A situation that once would have made you angry, bitter, impatient, or full of fear. But this time, something inside you reacts differently. Instead of exploding, you breathe. Instead of panicking, you let it pass. Instead of fighting, you stay calm. Instead of feeling hard, you feel soft. And you may wonder, why am I reacting like this? When did I change? But the truth is, this change did not come from your strength. It did not come from being mature. It did not come from suddenly becoming wise. This calmness came from Allah. When Allah forgives a person, He doesn't just remove sins from their record. He removes heaviness from their heart. He puts gentleness where there used to be sharpness. He puts patience where there used to be impatience. He places light in the exact place where darkness once lived. So when you're in a moment that should have triggered your old habits and you suddenly find yourself softer, this is a sign. It means your heart is no longer carrying the same wounds. It means the anger inside you has been healed. It means the pain inside you has been washed. It means something inside you has already been purified by mercy. Before, the smallest problem could ruin your whole day. Now, even big problems don't shake you the same way. Before, your emotions controlled you. Now, you choose your reactions with clarity. Before, you felt like you were drowning inside your own thoughts. Now, you can breathe, even in difficulty. This is not weakness. This is healing. This is not silence. This is strength. This is not a random change. This is Allah calming your heart because He has already accepted you. Softness during hardship is one of the highest forms of mercy. Only a forgiven heart can stay gentle while being tested. Only a heart touched by Allah can remain calm in moments that used to open old wounds. And if this softness is appearing in you, even slowly, even quietly, then know this deeply. Allah has already placed His light inside you. He has already healed something you didn't know was being healed. He has already forgiven you long before you realized you needed forgiveness. This softness is your sign. Allah silences the turmoil inside you before changing anything around you. One of the most beautiful and surprising signs of Allah's forgiveness is when nothing on the outside changes, but something deep inside you becomes different. Your life may still look exactly the same from the outside, the same responsibilities, the same people around you, the same pressures, the same challenges, but inside your chest, something feels calmer, something feels lighter, something feels quieter. Before, your mind was always loud. You overthought everything. You felt anxious easily. You carried worries that kept you awake at night. Your heart was always racing, always tired, always overwhelmed. But suddenly, without any big event or miracle, there is silence inside you. A silence that doesn't make sense logically. A silence that doesn't match your circumstances. A silence that feels like a soft blanket placed over your heart. You still have responsibilities, but they don't crush you. You still face difficulties, but they don't break you. You still deal with people, but their words don't enter your chest the same way. You still feel pain, but it doesn't control your reactions anymore. This quietness is not from you. This peace is not self-made. This calmness is not emotional maturity. It is Allah cleaning the noise inside your heart before He changes anything around you. When Allah forgives a person, the first thing He gives them is inner relief. Not money, not success, not quick solutions, but relief. Because real punishment is not outside your life. Real punishment is living with a heavy heart. And real mercy is when Allah lifts that heaviness even while your situation stays the same. Sometimes Allah doesn't remove the problem. He removes the panic. Sometimes He doesn't fix the situation. He fixes your heart. Sometimes He doesn't change the path. He changes the traveler. And this is one of the most beautiful gifts you can ever receive. The ability to be calm in a life that is not calm. The ability to breathe in moments that used to suffocate you. The ability to feel steady while everything around you feels uncertain. When this inner stillness enters your life, understand it clearly. Allah has forgiven you. This type of calm does not enter a heart unless Allah has already touched it with His mercy. He is preparing you from the inside before He opens the doors outside. You feel pulled toward Allah without forcing yourself. There comes a stage in your life when you start feeling a pull toward Allah. A pull you didn't create yourself. It's gentle, quiet, and sometimes confusing because nothing dramatic happened. Yet your heart begins to crave something higher. You start wanting to pray even before you stand to pray. You feel like opening the Quran even before you know which page you want to read. You find yourself thinking about Allah at random moments, even while doing simple daily tasks. And what's even more beautiful is that you don't feel forced. Nobody pushed you. Nobody lectured you. Nobody pressured you. Something inside you just wants Allah, and you can't explain why. This desire is not physical. It's not emotional. It is spiritual. When Allah forgives someone, He places a quiet longing inside their heart, a longing to return to Him. You might still have struggles, still have flaws, still have sins you are trying to leave, but your heart is moving in the right direction even before your actions catch up. You begin to love silence a little more. You begin to value sincerity a little more. You begin to dislike fake environments, fake people, fake conversations. You feel tired of noise, tired of distractions, tired of meaningless things. And instead, your soul starts searching for calmness, for purpose, for closeness to Allah. You feel it when you wake up. You feel it before you sleep. You feel it in moments when you're alone. This is not from you. This is from Allah. You start wanting to talk to Allah, not because you fear Him, but because your heart misses Him. Your dua becomes softer. Your repentance becomes more real. Your thoughts become cleaner. Your intentions become lighter. It feels as if something inside you is slowly waking up after being asleep for a long time. This pull toward Allah is not normal. It is not random. It is a sign of acceptance. Only hearts that Allah has forgiven start to crave Him. Only hearts that Allah has touched with mercy begin to turn back with ease. Only hearts that Allah has chosen feel this gentle push without force. This feeling, this quiet desire, is one of the greatest signs that Allah has already forgiven you. You may still be changing. You may still be improving. You may still be struggling. But your heart is no longer running away. It is being drawn back. It is being guided gently. It is being pulled toward the one who never left you. And if you feel this pull, even a little, then understand, your heart is already in the process of returning, and Allah has already accepted that return. You receive small, perfectly timed moments of ease when you feel least deserving. There are moments in your life when you feel tired, unworthy, or overwhelmed, and suddenly, something small and unexpected gives you relief. A worry that had been sitting on your chest becomes lighter. A fear that was bothering you fades without reason. A problem you kept thinking about starts to resolve on its own. A sadness that felt heavy suddenly lifts for a moment. These moments might look small from the outside, but inside, they feel like a breath of mercy. They feel like a quiet hand from above gently holding your heart. And the most beautiful part is, they always seem to come at the exact time you need them. Not too early, not too late, just in the perfect moment when you feel you can't handle anything anymore. Maybe you made dua half-heartedly, thinking, Allah probably won't answer this for me, but then He answers. Maybe you felt too sinful to ask for something, yet Allah still gave it. Maybe you felt lonely, but someone said a word that soothed your heart. Maybe you felt lost, but suddenly you found clarity without even searching for it. These are not small coincidences. These are signs. These are whispers of mercy. These are signals that Allah is watching you, caring for you, and comforting you even when you think you don't deserve it. Allah knows when your heart is reaching its breaking point. He knows when you're holding pain silently. He knows when you're trying to stay strong while no one else understands what you're carrying. So He sends you tiny gifts, little moments of ease, to remind you that He never left you. He gives you a taste of peace so your soul doesn't collapse. He gives you small openings so you don't lose hope. He gives you light in the middle of darkness so you remember that His mercy is always closer than your own heartbeat. And here is the secret. Allah does not send these moments to a heart He has rejected. He sends them to hearts He has forgiven. Because when Allah is angry with someone, their heart becomes hard, their life becomes bitter, and everything feels heavy. But when Allah has accepted someone, even the smallest difficulty comes with a hidden softness inside it. Even the hardest days contain tiny drops of ease. So if you find these little, perfectly timed gifts appearing in your life, if you feel moments of relief in the middle of chaos, if your heart suddenly feels lighter when you thought you were about to break, then understand something very deep. Allah is taking care of you. Allah is comforting you. Allah is sending you signs of His mercy. Allah is telling you without words that He has already forgiven you. These small touches are not small at all. They are proof that Allah still loves you, still chooses you, and still guides you, even when you feel unworthy. If even one of these changes is happening inside you, then understand something very important. Allah is already working on your heart. You are not moving toward Him alone. He is the one pulling you back with mercy you cannot see. Allah saw the nights you cried quietly. He saw the moments you felt guilty but didn't know how to express it. He saw the times you tried to change but fell again. He saw the pain you never spoke about, and He responded not with punishment, but with mercy. Forgiveness is not always loud. It does not always come with signs you can touch. Sometimes it comes as a small shift in your heart, a softened reaction, a quiet moment of peace, a situation that suddenly becomes easier, a sin that no longer feels sweet, or a longing for Allah that appears when you least expect it. These are not small things. These are answers. These are gifts. These are signs that Allah has already accepted you. Your journey may not be perfect. You may still be learning. You may still be healing. You may still be struggling. But Allah does not expect perfection. He expects sincerity. And sincerity is already appearing inside you. Walk gently now. You are not the same person you once were. Your heart is softer. Your soul is cleaner, your path is clearer, and Allah is closer to you than you ever realized. You have been forgiven in ways you haven't even understood yet. A new chapter of your life is already opening. Step into it with hope, with light, and with the certainty that Allah never abandons a heart that turns back to Him, even slowly, even quietly, even imperfectly. You are forgiven. And Allah is still writing beauty into your story.